Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So today we got some nice news, kind of nice but also bad. Essentially what happened is like AMD's FSR 4 gets a big boost in compatibility as Optiscaler now supports upconverting any modern scale upscaler to FSR 4 with frame generation as long as the game is in Vulkan based or has anti-cheat. So basically you can upscale it with FSR 4. FSR 4 was a pretty high improvement compared to FSR 3 because it utilizes machine learning, though it is not as powerful as DLSS 4 because NVIDIA was working on machine learning DLSS technology for a very long time, so they are a little bit ahead. But FSR 4 was the boost AMD needed, and now Optiscaler was able to take any input from like upscaling tech like DLSS 2, XeSS, or Fidelity FX Super Resolution and just like scale it with Fidelity FX frame generation, which is a nice thing to see, but it has its own caveats. As we can see, it doesn't work with anti-cheat as it can cause an issue where you can get banned from essentially those games, and it only supports at this current point of time FSR 4 is only supported on RDNA 4 at this current point of time. It essentially uses FSR 3.x API 3.1, but you can use like FSR 2, FSR 3 API calls, and Optiscaler will upscale those API calls to FSR 4, but you need an RDNA 4 graphics card. So 9000 series is essential for this upscaling tech, but yeah, it is being supported. Next up, AMD had silently launched their Ryzen 5 7600X 3D CPUs, and it was a pretty interesting CPU. It was only available through Micro Center and a German retailer Mind Factory. It had a maximum clock of 4.7 GHz and 4.1 GHz base clock, but now it is set for a wider availability. But there is something which is interesting as a new revision has been spotted ahead of the launch. So they are working on it, but as you can see the previous model number is ends with 1721, but here as you can see it's a bigger number and it is a complete, we still don't know whether it's a different SKU or something had changed from its development, but as you can see it has been listed for in Europe, in France, essentially for 273 bucks for euros for without tax, and VAT included 328 euros, and it also been listed for pounds. As you can see 300 pounds in UK, but this is just a placeholder pricing, but this is interesting as there's a new model number. I will keep you updated regarding it when we know more details about it. But yeah, lastly for today, we already knew like AMD had cancelled their high-end RX 9000 series or 8000 series based on RDNA 4 GPU lineup, and we already knew about it. It was a not bad move, but they had some issues with it. But now we got some nice news as AMD's upcoming UDNA or RDNA 5, we still don't know what they are going to call it, could feature a 96 CUs and a 384-bit memory bus. So according to a leaker which is Kepler L2, AMD's upcoming UDNA, which is their combined architecture combining, previously it was JCN, then they split it with CDNA and RDNA, and now they are combining it again to form a UDNA architecture, and it will reintroduce a higher end GPU configuration with up to 96 compute unit in the top end Navy 5XQ paired with a 384-bit memory, and but we still don't know what memory AMD will use, but it just gives us something to hope for, like the high end AMD is planning to compete once again, and they should literally compete in high end because high end pricing is getting absurd at this current point of time by NVIDIA. But yeah, that's it from me today. What do you think about the news? Sound off your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll meet you in the next one. Peace out.